The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He wants to take the top off. Wide open, he makes the catch. Inside the 10. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Acker. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. The Ducks in the hurry up. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
They run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a grab, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Arizona runs out the punt team. On the return, it's Robinson. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. On the run, it's Page. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Going up top on first down. He makes the connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Stevenson. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A shot toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Wants to throw on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Acker. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they're already in the 2nd quarter.
And the ball is picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. Aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. Early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. Got it behind the line. It's Page. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Running behind that left side. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense working from the pistol. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on second down. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, how did he make that move? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Got it. Arizona comes out with another first down. Come on, set. Dino. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here we go. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Inside the 40. The 30. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Fires left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes his connection. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 2nd down. The play action fake. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And that's in Arizona. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 40, Arizona 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pressure coming. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They want to run it left here. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Let's go! On the run, it's Page. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. At the 20, he's got space. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They believe they can run right here. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The give to the tailback. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They move the tight end all over. They'll go right back to him. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Fires it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Unloads it downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He wants to pass it on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they got him for the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team